a proud ambassador of Phoenix Lights.
It's a very big line.
We're just having a look around.
Yeah. I think this is about the extent.
Is there something we missed though, you think?
Yeah, I think this is about the extent.
Over some of these collapsed areas? Thank you. Taking some pictures then?
Yeah, live action.
Live action pictures. You're gonna have to see what they're like.
When we reach the fault zone here.
We reach some what?
Fault zone.
What's that?
The fault zone is basically where they've had movement in the actual rock. So you can see it's here on that side, and it's coming down this side, and this faulted side is partially mineralised with iron oxides coming down this side, but that side seems to be fresh and clean.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it could be.
You are right, this is a big fault line, and that's why they sort of shore it up, you know, to stop any
Could be modern earth.
rock falls in this area.
That side doesn't look modern, but that side may be modern. But they've definitely been putting plates up and bolts in to stop it from falling, and they dug both sides of the fault zone out to stop any collapses coming. So it's a double fault zone, definitely. And it'll be sideways shift on that, so it'll be going like that.
Yeah.
Because there's no difference in the floor level.
In the room.
Steve, this is kind of a horizontal fault line, don't you think?
A bedding plane.
A bedding plane, because this goes...
No, that's actually man-made.
You think this is man-made?
This is how they do the rock. This is how they do the cutting. See all the cut marks here? So what they do is they run the saw in horizontally as far as it will go. This looks like it's a 6-foot arm. So they would have had a 6-foot arm going in there, and it would rotate along and cut out. Now that would have been a chainsaw. A big, long, 6-foot long chainsaw, stone cutting chainsaw. And they'd have gone in at the side there. You see where they've gone in here. So that's the cut zone there. So they'd run in right up there, dead straight, and then they'd come along like this.
All right.
All the way along, like that.
Oh yeah, because there's several ones, yeah, look.
Till they reach the other side.
There's
and
several
then
ones.
They would then do the vertical cuts. And then all that happens then is each one of them blocks would then fall out. It would snap off under its own weight and drop out. Then
I see, yeah, you can see.
And that's how they take the blocks out, basically.
You can see the
So
working method here very
like,
clearly on this
it
working
looks like
face.
this was the last working face.
What makes you think that?
Because they've left it, they've left the stone in.
Of course,
So
yeah.
If it wasn't the last working face, they probably would have took the stone out. So this looks like the last working face, where they took the stone
Yeah,
out.
the sort of
See?
abandoned
Yeah,
workings.
and you've got different thicknesses as well. You've got roughly, but it's about 1 metre from floor to there. That's about 1 metre, maybe a bit more. But then the middle section is like 500 milli, half a metre, and that's so they can make 2 different types of block work out of it. So that your middle one would be your standard like stone block that you see in Bath on buildings about this big, and then that one would be the big cornerstones for bigger stuff, and it would also be used for columns, you know, for making the rings for columns going up and stuff like that.
That's awesome, Steve, thanks.
No problem.
I couldn't have said it any better
I'm
than
just
that.
full of useless shit like that, me.
Here we have one of the ventilation fans they used.
Yeah. So we came in from that direction there.
Yeah.
I think we're heading back out now this way.
Ventilation.
Yeah, that's it. That'll be. That's probably a supply air fan, that one. You can usually tell by the way.
What supply air fan? What's the difference?
One's a supply air and one's an extract air, and it's the blade. Now this one looks like it is extract.
So the supply would have been closer to the exit of the mine, is that right?
It is some more nerdy stuff for you. Now this is because I am a ventilation engineer. But if you look at the blade is pitched downwards, and it has a cutting edge, which is the edge that cuts into the air. So because it's sloping down, the cutting edge is there, that means that that blade was rotating in that direction. And it also, the other thing that tells me that it was doing that was because of all the muck accumulation on the back of the blade. As it's cutting into the air, it's picking up all the dirt. So this was an extract fan. And the other thing that makes me believe it's extract is this is all diesel fumes.
Diesel fumes, yeah. Very interesting, thanks Steve.
Okay.
Electric shock treatment. Electric shock emergency resuscitation. You think CPR is very similar to what is nowadays, or has it changed?
It's just the early version of CPR, except now they have defibrillators now, don't they? So,
Yeah.
But that's the way I was trained how to do it. Compressions to the chest, smack them on the head with a big plank of wood, there you see.
What is that?
That's the smacking them on the head with a big plank of wood.
That looks violent, that.
Basically, that is a non-conductive stick that allows them to take the person off the electrical appliance.
Ah, that's the electrical appliance.
Yeah.
I thought it was a hammerhead, and it was hitting him.
So the man is stood on a an insulating board, and he's using a non-conductive stick. And what he does is he pushes the person off the electrical appliance.
Yeah.
And then he can perform CPR and stuff. The modern way of doing it now is you just go and turn the electrical supply off. You don't even bother trying to do that. You just go straight to the
Yeah,
source.
because you could electrify yourself if you do it
whack
wrong.
the power off, kill the power right
Yeah.
away.
And the interlocking of fingers, I think that's still done.
That was just the early method of doing CPR. So you do chest compressions, and then I think you do something like
Resuscitation breath.
Yeah, 20 chest compressions and about 5 breaths. Then you check for pulse.
It says here, if
15
pulse absence,
compressions.
commence CPR, 15 compressions, then 2 ventilations.
Check pulse after every 10 breaths.
Yeah.
Of course, now you just stick them on one of them modern defibrillators, and it tells you exactly what to do.
Yeah.
But you still have to perform that, even though you put them on the defibrillator. In fact, it might be here. Yeah, because we came in down that passage there, and then there's that one there.
Yeah, this...
You know what FP stands for?
No idea. Absolutely no idea. They have different markings for different mines.
Did we miss this passageway then?
That's the one we came down.
Yeah, okay.
Or is it? No, we went up that one. It's dead end
Yeah,
up there. And
yeah.
then in the side here was some of that, that bit of framework and a builder's bag. So I think that's basically it down there.
Yeah, I've seen some pictures in here of like saw blades. Oh.
Right, well there is another section to the mine that we haven't seen yet.
All right,
Which
okay.
is when we get back up to the exit, there was another route straight on, wasn't there?
Yeah. So we need to check that out.
And of course at the exit.
We didn't come through this. I didn't remember this.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, because we were stood here waiting for you to get your shit together.
Oh yeah. Get your shit together. Oh, some box, some sort of storage box here. Interesting. We like a box. And these are some markers maybe to find your way around, I would imagine. Let's keep looking around. Quite an interesting place, really. What is this?
It's just stone shavings.
But why has it got this sort of yellowy?
It's because it's the limestone, is a yellowy coloured limestone.
Yeah.
This would have been sent out to using concrete.
Yeah, so aggregates. So not only was this work for stone, was work for aggregates, was it?
Yeah.
Basically.
Well, maybe a byproduct, you see, because like it's here, there's a pile of it here.
Whatever is left basically
Yeah, so
from the
when
cutting
they're
of
doing-
stone.
When they're doing the cutting, it creates a lot of dust, which is that. And then they can sell that to concrete companies for using as in concrete mix.
Yeah, makes sense. It's basically calcium carbonate, is it, which is essential.
It's just limestone,
Essential.
yeah, it's just calcium carbonate. So what they would normally do with that is they would run it through a calciner, which turns it into lime, and then the lime then is used in the process to make limestone.
Uh-huh.
I don't know the full process of making, sorry, not limestone, making concrete. I don't know the full process of that, but I do know they have to make lime out of limestone.
I know where that goes out.
Yeah, so we've been...
We've been to the other
been
side
to
of
that
this.
one.
Look at this.
So,
Look at that.
Oh yeah, there's a stone saw.
oh, that's the stone saw. Where?
That's a cutting table.
No, there was
Oh,
a
is it
stone
not?
saw. See, this is a cutting table,
No,
is
no,
it?
it's not. No, that's an hydraulic drill head. So that would be for drilling into the stone. That's some sort of table and motor. Oh, is it a winch? Yeah, it's a winch.
It's a winch, is it?
Winch, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see right there.
And these two big beams with the concrete on the ends must have been, they could have been support brackets for the roof or something.
Support brackets, this
Yeah.
beams,
for the roof.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because these were standing, was it?
Yeah,
You
they've
can
got
see.
lumps of concrete on the bottom.
Yeah.
Haven't they? This is a bit more interesting. Oh, right, this is the engine line.
Oh, this is these support systems are
Yeah, that's nice.
quite nice, aren't they? Quite photogenic.
There's some lights in this.
I'm gonna have a look around some sort of barrels and all the electrical lights. Here is the saw. Here is the saw.
Right.
Wow, this is awesome. So this is a stone cutting saw. Now this is something else. The size of this. Wow. Just a giant cutting table. They're really for cutting of the stone in different any size they need it, really. Wow. Wow, look at that. It's made in Italy. Schio Italia. And we have here. Am I on your way, Steve? Let me know if I am. Here we have more Gregory saw, I think it says, and it could be handled manually. I mean, maneuvered manually, but it was also electrically driven. Work permit number 2 electric machine, locked off. Ha! Couple of minus boards. That is cool. That is really cool. Saw blade motor. Wow. What does that say? The electricity.
Regulations.
The electricity at work regulations. Yeah. A lot of reading. We're not going to get to it. And it seems to go over there. Hey, this place has got quite a lot, Steve. Look at this saw. Shit. Wow.
Quite a way, this, you know. For
Hey?
this goes on for quite a way.
Yeah, we need to check it out, don't we? Wow. at this beauty. Big motor at the top. A stone cutting saw, this is amazing, man. The size of this. I think this is going to need a picture. Most definitely. Wow. We're getting better lighting on this. The rust on this. The size of this is immense. It really is. Crazy. And it keeps going. I'm going to be exploring beyond this because this keeps going. Wow. Look at this. Pillars there. Oh dear. That's pretty cool. And it seems to end right there. Unfortunately, yeah, kind of goes around the corner. So I'm gonna take a look at this. We're walking over a lot of this loose kind of stuff, but yeah. That's the end of it. It really is, unfortunately, the end of these mines. We're going to be taking some pictures, so really excited to see how they're going to come out. Really cool supports here. I don't know exactly if it was just support or it had another functional purpose, but it's quite a spectacular kind of size. 10 foot tall or so. Just get the perspective from here. Wow. And some of the original lighting system. Right. Cool. How's that come out?
I didn't focus. Oh, perfect.
Yeah? I like the size of this blade. Can you understand next to it for size?
Yes, but I believe that the light has to be put. Hang on.
Really is crazy, this saw.
Nathaniel, I think I can borrow your light.
Yeah.
I have an idea. Is it magnetic? No.
No. Right. This was well worth it. These are all cut in stone cutting tables, are they?
Yeah.
And what do you think this was used for? Because this wasn't used for support, these columns, was it?
Yeah, basically. Because the men were working in here cutting, they needed more substantial support. But I suspect this was put in by the RAF, and this is part of the bomb storage area. This would have been to keep the roof up, because you remember when we went to the debt store, they had the same corrugated stuff in the roof.
That would make sense,
Yeah.
Steve.
So I suspect this area was used by the RAF, and the rest of it is the stone mine.
Yeah.
So tell me like if you can see me better.
Yeah, we'll set up the lights.
No, I need to, well, video wise I'm done,
Yeah, that's all right.
but
So you've done the video wise.
I'm gonna need to, I'm gonna take some photos of the blade, definitely.
I'm going to light it up now. That's a good shot actually.
I'm done. Could you guys please just lights off a little?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm going to light it all up now.
light off.
Can I take one picture before?
Oh, lights off, sorry. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Please, just one picture.
You take your picture.
If it's okay.
Nice spot, Antonio.
Hey?
I really like the beams.
Yeah. These beams, yeah. Very original, very unique.
That's a good shot from here. Just got a pair of legs underneath the saw blade.
I just come through that ventilation sheet where the cutting saw blades are, and just making sure I haven't missed anything here, because it'd be a shame to miss a corner of this mine just because we didn't check enough. But I can see straight away that it goes to there, and this has all been infill. I can only think that obviously the older working areas of the mine, even the parts that were utilized by the Royal Air Force, they have been infilled. Rather than taking all this waste rock out, is more practically just to leave it in the abandoned mines, in the abandoned parts of the mine. It makes absolutely full sense. And let's see what we got here. I think all right, some kind of frame, interesting bits and pieces here. Okay, so I think we definitely truly seen it all now. Most definitely. All there is to see of this place, this incredible place. Well guys, hoping to see you. Hoping you will like this video and follow the channel and watch future adventures. I'm aiming at releasing a couple of videos a week of places that we explore. They keep disappearing in front of our eyes, and that is vital, basically, that we keep documenting. So I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys.